I'm serious, this isn't clickbait. No one should put the effort into building this. Updates are fun. So I'm just scrolling down the update page and nothing here is that interesting at all. Until I find weakness arrows. With unenchanted diamond, the normal piglin does about 1.5 hearts. And a brute does 4. However, with weakness, it does half a heart and you can pretty much just ignore the damage. And a brute is 2 hearts, much more manageable. So this farm's a great idea, right? The new Parch mob works much like husks that replace most of the zombies. But however, they replace 75% of zombies, whereas Parched only replace 50% of the skeletons. But that's not the main issue. Husks and Parched require access to the sky. That means they won't spawn underground or in cover. So that means you can only build one vertical layer. They need to be killed by a player to drop the arrows. Since you don't want mobs spawning elsewhere, you're going to have to build a platform up in the sky, and of course you're going to have to water elevator them up to you. Even at Y90, the spawn rate for this farm is horrible. So here's all the mobs I'm killing. I have to kill them manually, otherwise they won't drop them. And there's a lot of skeletons in here. 50% of them are going to be skeletons. So far we've got 4 plus 6, so we've got 30 arrows. Not a bad rate. However, you need to build a lot lower to really get some great spawn rates like I have here. And I could probably go a little bit better. But you're going to have to build a pit like this if you want the rates at this level. And that's just not viable for most people. The way this farm works is it's a shifting floor. So we have soul sand that brings us a pixel down. And then it shifts again and we get dropped down here. So that allows us to not have any stuff above to stop them spawning or anything like that, and gets them off the platforms fairly quickly. But it does require quite a bit of redstone. We have a ton of observers. Now, of course, there's a smarter way to build this without all the observers. You definitely can do this a little bit more efficiently. But I'm not worried about efficiency when I'm trying to just design a concept. So here's a quick concept of this design. So we have our platform suspended over the ground, our water stream that will eventually move all the way up so we can have our spawn sphere not interact with the ground and not have any mobs spawning down there. Now we could lower this to the ground level to make it a little bit better, but as we can see already, for the duration I'm talking, we've only gotten 1 skeleton and he won't get in there until something else pushes him. We got 2 more zombies down here. The rate is ridiculously slow. We could triple this right now to get a rough idea of what it would look like if I built it as big as the last one. And yeah, it's not great. It's not great at all. So I've waited almost 10 minutes, which is pretty much the duration of the night. You got to remember, this has to be done at night as well, since there's no way to cover this platform. And this is what we've got. Now that doesn't look too bad, but when you think about it, this is 10 minutes. 10 minutes just for this. So let's see what we get. For 10 minutes, we've gotten this many items. Yeah, don't build this farm unless you're insane and have a world eater, in which case you should totally be inviting me to take a tour of your world. Like, really. And yeah, just buy them from Fletcher's. Like, really? People are sleeping on the Fletchers.